Before we go into this video, I need you to know the lengths I went to research this. I probably did more research for this video than I have on any other video, because other videos I make, I just know the thing I'm talking about. This one, I was like, I'm curious. So, please, just be grateful of what I've researched today. The attribution of human characteristics or behavior to a god, animal, or object. Anthropomorphism isn't just animal people or people animals. It's that meaning I just said. Our culture is riddled with animal-related expressions, ideas, symbolisms, metaphors, things that we hear all the time, but we don't really think about what it really means. So today, that's what I'm here to do. This video is not designed to make anybody feel shunned or ashamed of anything. I personally think some of this stuff is a bit crazy and weird, but that is my opinion, and you're allowed to have yours too. We're gonna start in ancient Egypt, then we're gonna do a Shippuden-like time skip all the way to the future where we are more current times today. In ancient Egypt, cats were the MVPs. Cats were the goats. We all know that. There's a giant sphinx in Egypt right now. It's a huge shrine of cat. And there's more things like that too, all throughout Egypt, because cats were highly valued and praised, and some even worshiped cats. But really the value that cats started with in Egypt were they ate the bugs. You might not know this, there's a lot of bugs in Egypt, or ancient Egypt. Maybe still now. I haven't been to Egypt myself, I don't know. But ancient Egypt, a lot of bugs. A lot of people kept pets around close by to kill the bugs. Good value. My cat eats spiders. Kind of just boops them and plays with them, but I'm still grateful for it. People were so committed to their cats in ancient Egypt that they buried the cats next to them and even mummified them if they had enough dollar bills. I respect that. Honestly, I know that my brother would love to be buried with his cats if he could be. If that was an arrangement we did, I think he would like that, right? Honestly, it's a bit much for me. I've had a lot of cats in my lifetime. Am I supposed to save all their cat corpses until I die? I don't think so. It's unrealistic. It's weird. Bastet? I should look up how to say this. When I type in how to pronounce Kamala comes up first. That's so funny. Why is it not letting me Google it? The world's trying to stop me from making this amazing video. Bastet. In Egypt, there was a goddess or a lioness, ferocious creature named Bastet. She was most commonly identified as the protector of children, being associated heavily with female fertility, sexuality, protection of infants, and pregnant women. It's a little strange to me that sexuality, fertility, babies, and pregnant women go together, but like obviously that's like the process to make babies is sex, right? But I think I was doing research as to why we use the term for female genitalia. And the best thing I got was there is like an ancient word, like Slavic language, like pousse or something like that, and it meant pouch or pocket. But I came across this, and I feel like this is also somewhat relevant to it. It was a woman body that symbolized sexuality and fertility, and now we use that term in society for female genitalia. I don't know if they're directly connected, but I feel like they are. There's a lot of things from Egypt that are still very relevant today, ancient Egypt, that are very relevant today, and I feel like that might be related. More on that later. Anime! Huge time skip, I know. Anime society, we've noticed a trend with cat girls, with bunny girl senpai. We've noticed a trend of animal people or anthropomorphic vibes with them. And I want to just make this known, cat girls are the OG. The first anime involving cat girls was titled The King's Tale, also known as Shippo, was made in 1949. Character Catwoman appeared in 1940, and the cheetah first appeared in 1943. There has been cat girls for a while, and Catwoman was in the 1940s, so in theory that was like one of the first cat girls, but in anime specifically, it was 1949, so a long time ago, a very long time ago, we've had cat girls in the mix. Now, bunny girls came in a little bit later, which honestly, I thought bunny girls were the first. I thought it was Bulma, I thought it was 1986. That's what I thought. Very wrong. It was actually Daikon 5. It was 2 years before, 1964. I had no idea that that was the first like bunny girl in anime, but I was doing research on why bunny girls are like relevant, what they're supposed to symbolize, because in anime there's a lot of like deep symbolism. There's a lot of things that like there's reasons why people like anime cat girls and bunny girls specifically. So the cat girls are supposed to be like whimsical and, you know, happy and playful and curious and innocent and sweet. But the bunny's kind of a little bit different. Bunny girls are more, this video is so strange, specifically from this article. Bunny girls capitalize on the juxtaposition of innocence and sexuality. They use a domestic animal, emphasizes sweetness and approachability. So they're supposed to be more approachable. Bro, I never knew any of this stuff. I never, I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. You know, I never was like, oh, cat girls are hot, or oh, bunny girls. I've seen Beastars, but that's not me, bro. That's not me. This thing led me into another rabbit hole, following the bunny trail. Sorry, that's got my tongue. There's something called Mo culture. You never heard of Mo culture? Welcome. You've probably heard of Mo culture. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Parasocial relationships with fictional characters. That's kind of what it is. I got a crush on my video game waifu, and I want her to be real. Or I am devoted. I will not play as any other character. I'm not gonna watch any other anime, because this is my character. You know, and it doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Mo culture, I've felt that before with Dragon Ball Z, bro. Goku, he's my hero. There would be no one like Goku. But there'll never be anybody like Naruto either. Naruto inspired me my whole life. Look at my screensaver right now. This ain't a joke. My phone's dead. Sasuke is my screensaver, okay? My point is, Mo culture isn't explicitly for women or for sexual premises. For some reason, Mo culture is heavily depicted with anthropomorphism. So cat people, dog people, things like that. Now, dog people, there's no like subculture for that. I mean, there's like symbolisms behind them, but nothing really like cat girls or bunny. Hey. I'm trying to record a video. Okay, you just gotta be quiet then, okay? Okay, sweetheart, no more of those noises. Just stop doing that. Bears are like, apparently, homosexual dudes. Gay dudes that are like big burly with beards. I don't know, I really don't know. The anthropomorphic culture is riddled with like sexuality, and there's like a deep relation between them, and that's why it's like a weird conversation to have. Like a lot of people that are younger, just getting into anime, just getting into like the culture of animal people or anthropomorphism, it's good to know kind of what these things symbolize and what they mean. And this video is entirely for educational purposes. People have deep psychological afflictions because of social media and because of how we see the world around us. So it's important to understand the meaning behind these things, the reason why you're so attached, the reason why people idolize and mow over these characters and feelings, so to speak. Bunny girls and cat girls kind of leads into furries. Now, furries is animal-focused art, culture, symbolizing manifestation of an animal through yourself, like spirit animals. Now, spirit animals is like a whole nother history, and there's a lot about spirit animals, but feel free to research that too. But that's not exactly what furries are in society today. When you think of furries today, you probably think of people dressed up as a large stuffed animal that is sexually attracted to other large stuffed animals, which isn't exactly wrong, but let's talk about the history of why furries are. Let's talk about the history of why furries are what they are in society today. There was an artist that made an animal-centered art, and it was made in 1976, but a lot of the art was adult-centered. So there was, you know, adult content in the art. But it wasn't just that. There was a lot of it that was just people that were actually animals. Or what if animals had jobs and lived in society just like us? We've all seen Zootopia. That's where it comes from. This video was a lot harder to record than it was to prepare for. The first furry convention was in 1980. Furries have been around for a long time. This is nothing new. I've always known about furries ever since I was on the internet. I was a 2006 YouTube kid, so I'm familiar with the world in a different way. For the young kids growing up, it's not Five Nights at Freddy's furry. It's important to know the origins of the furry culture and the explicit nature that it comes from, and specifically because that's what it is inherently becoming, whether you're an adult or a young adult or even a kid learning about this world. It's better to be safe than sorry and understand that it is not something that was inherently designed for kids. So it is potentially dangerous for kids. In my opinion, I could be wrong. I'm not though. I'm very right about this, but just trust me, right? Just trust me. I swear this comes full circle. There's a lot of craftsmanship and artistry and skill that goes into a furry costume. I've seen furries at conventions and they're just dressed in like full furry gear, and I'm hot wearing like shorts and a samurai jacket. And it also gives a degree of androgyny because they could be dressed up as I don't know how to explain this, but like a sexy dog. That's the name of the costume. Just to put that, that's how they would identify their costume. They can be dressed up like that and be a dude, an ugly dude, not sexy dude. Follow me for a second. Furries don't exist. Never heard of a furry, never seen one. You're in the woods, you're hiking, it's at the end of the day, the evening is around the corner, and then as you hit the mountaintop, you see a fire, huge fire, and a bunch of human-shaped stuffed animal people partying in the woods. You would be terrified. It would be a truly magical experience, absolutely traumatizing, and one of the craziest things you've ever seen. The reason I bring this up is because it is one of the most prevalent pieces of anthropomorphism in society today. A lot of people think about their favorite animal. If you were an animal, what animal would you be? What would you say you are? Like, what animal do you most relate to? There's so much what people think about animals. I have a dog. I think, am I a dog person or am I a cat person? When you hear dog person or cat person, do you think of yourself as a dog or a cat? Or do you think of yourself as a person that likes dogs more than cats? Like, what do you think of, right? There is important psychological implications of anthropomorphism in society, and I think we should just all be more aware of it. This kind of just scratches the surface of some of the things that I think are important and relevant in the conversation, but in the games that I'm playing, I play anime games. There's cat girls, there's bunny girls, there's actual bear people, and there's actual dog people in the games. There's fox people, there's all these types of animal people, and it really comes from a place of creativity, but needless to say, they know the culture that is, around those things, and they're very aware of what innuendos and nuances they're referring to, so it's important that I'm aware of it when engaging in that. There is a lot of stigma around furries, rightfully so, but I was doing a lot of research, and it all comes together full circle of, it's not for me. It might be for you, it's not for me. I hope this video taught you something. I really don't know why I decided to record this video. I wanted to branch out, kind of do a little bit more of like a explanation video. That's kind of what this one is. I'll get back to gaming soon for sure. So let me know what you think. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you like me, subscribe. But until next time, I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.